Hey, I'm Mike, and I want to try doing something new to start every week, maybe bi-weekly or monthly later on, but for now, every week, which is just talk about my week in WoW, because I'm just really excited about playing the game right now, and I just want to talk about it. So I want to just talk about what I did, like what gear I got, what achievements I've been working on, what mounts I got, just stuff in the game, and just talk about WoW, because like I said, I'm just really enjoying myself, and I'm loving WoW right now. This is an idea that's inspired by my friend KozStreamsTV, where over on his channel every week he does vault opening videos on like 6 alts, and it's just, I don't know, really entertaining to watch and see what gear he gets and hear him talk about Mythic Plus. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure to check that out and give him a subscribe and like his videos because I think they're great. So for the time being, while it's weekly, I'm going to be doing from Tuesday to Monday. So this will be for Tuesday, April 16th to Monday the 22nd, aka the last week of Season 3. But for this video specifically, I want to go back one day extra to Monday the 15th because that's when I got my legendary axe. And every single person that has learned this has gotten really frustrated with me, so I hope I can annoy some people in this video because I resubbed about a month and a half ago, and about 2 weeks ago, I had no idea there even was a legendary axe. And then I think I did like 5 LFR runs and I think like 3 heroic kills, and then I got it. So it's really not that hard. If you don't have it, I just get it. It's like, that's like, I just get it. So hopefully that annoys some of you. For some reason, I didn't record myself doing the actual quest line, so I guess it's going to be like all my other legendary videos where it's like 10 years later, I'll have a guide for it, so look out for that in 2034. It wasn't that bad. Most of the quests were fine. The worst part of it was just how much gold was required. I think it ended up being like 200 to 225,000 gold, which I had plenty of when I came back. So I had like 600k when I came back, but I didn't know what to spend it on. So I was like, I'm just going to buy some battle pets. So I bought a bunch of those, including a 300k gold spectral tiger cub, because I've wanted that. I don't know why I said tiger so weird there, but I've wanted that for so long, and I finally have that to go along with my spectral tiger mount. And then like a week later, I have to get the legendary stuff. So I'm down to probably the least amount of gold I've had since Wrath, and I really don't like it because I don't really know how to make gold. So I've just been kind of going around doing world quests for gold and like the dragon riding stuff because it's 500 each. So it's kind of working out, but I'm very poor in WoW right now. So staying on the topic of gear, my warrior did some LFR and I think a couple of heroic dungeons for some reason, I don't remember why. And I didn't record the vault opening, but I did get this belt from the vault. I upgraded it to eye level 450, and then that brought my warrior's total item level up to 464.62. The week prior on my mage, who is the boosted level 70 I used from the War Within pre-order, I, for some reason, just felt like doing some Mythic Pluses, which I have hated Mythic Plus since they came out in Legion. I just think running a dungeon over and over again is just excruciatingly painful and boring, but for some reason I just felt like doing it, so I started running some low keys, and then Koz came on and we ran a couple higher ones. He carried me through those. I think it was like 16s and 15s and stuff. So that was, I actually enjoyed my time doing that, and I'm looking forward to doing more Mythic Pluses, which is completely foreign to me, and I don't know why that is, but I think it's just the overall love I have for WoW right now that is just making me want to do everything. But in my Mage's Vault, I got a couple of upgrades. I ended up going with the legs, the 476 item level legs, which brought me up to 436.43. I ended up catalyzing those legs, which got me my 4-piece tier bonus, which is nice. This week I didn't run any Mythic Pluses. I think my warrior is the only one that should be getting something from his vault just because of the LFR, heroic, and heroic dungeons I was doing. So I don't know what upgrades I might get, but we'll see next week. With Season 4 starting today, I'm really looking forward to everything that's coming out with that, specifically the Mythic Dungeon changes, because the Mythic Zeros are going to drop higher item level, they're going to be a little bit more difficult, and then the higher keys are going to obviously have higher item levels. So I'm hoping with my Mage specifically, I can run some lower keys, maybe just Mythic Zero, just so that way he can start getting upgraded, because I'd like to get him into maybe like a 1 a week, a very casual raiding guild. I haven't done any sort of progression rating since I think BFA, and I just kind of miss that camaraderie, that kind of teamwork, that group of people to hang out with at least once a week to just bond with and kill some bosses. So he's on Storm Mage, he's Alliance. If anyone knows a guild that is ideally on the weekend, but just 1 day a week, the normal heroic, I don't really care. I'm not trying to push Mythic or anything like that. Primarily just like a group of people that I can vibe with. I'm just looking to like play with people, which is, again, so weird because for so long I played WoW solo and I've enjoyed the solo aspect of it, but I'm like really trying to like game with people now, and I'm really, so I don't know, that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to gearing my Mage in Season 4. Mage, that was the word there that I kind of slurred over, and looking forward to getting my warrior up a little bit more as well. The guild that I'm in on my warrior is a cutting edge guild. They got that just this past week, so I don't anticipate there being any issues getting the, whatever it's called, I don't know if it's fated or what it's called this expansion, but getting normal and heroic at least shouldn't be an issue, so doing some raids with him as well. I might pop my mage into there maybe to get a little bit more gear, but we'll see. I kind of just prefer to kind of have him be the more casual person, but we'll see about that. So since I came back to WoW, the main thing I've been working on is achievements. I've just really enjoyed grinding stuff out and just working towards getting more points. The fact that I don't yet have 40k is kind of embarrassing as an achievement hunter, because I feel like 40k is like, I don't know, for me, for some reason, there's like, it's a default number that I think you have to have at least that much to be considered an actual achievement hunter. But I came back, had like 34,000 achievements, and I'm just kind of slowly making my way towards 40k. Hopefully, I want to get that before the War Within, just because I feel like it's gonna be a lot easier in the War Within with all those new achievements. And it would just be really nice if I got that before then. I feel like I could do it, but it might be a little bit tough because I'm starting to notice that a lot of the achievements that I have left are kind of more of a grind, so we'll see. But this week I started at 37,330 achievement points. I'm ending the week at 37,945. So that's 615 points I got this week. There was a bunch of stuff I worked on. I finished all the researches under fire achievements. I did all the Titan lockdown stuff last week, and then the Jarden stuff this past week, which wasn't really that hard. It was, I thought it was gonna be a lot longer, but it took 2 days for both of those, so not that hard at all. The big achievement for me this week was the Champions Tour Dragon Isles achievement, which was to do all of the PvP world quests 20 times each. The main reason I'm happy I got that is because of the fact that the Wild Arcana world quest is the worst quest ever. Like, there's bar none. This is the worst quest. I can't believe it is still the way it came out. It's just so bad. If you've never done it, consider yourself lucky. If you're going to do it, just prepare for the worst. Maybe just wait until the War Within with less people. And if you have done it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Basically, if you've done the Cobalt Assembly grind, it's like that. You get those powers. And basically, it's been common where you just walk into the arena for that world quest and you get one shot by a hunter doing like 10 million DPS before you can even load their character. It's just so frustrating, so annoying. So I'm stoked I never have to do that again. I only have the Emerald Dream and Zerolek Caverns get 1000 honor achievements left to do, so that will take a while, but not that bad, and I'm way easier than Wild Arcana, so that was really cool. Plus you get the Malicious title out of it, and I think that my mage, because his name is McGurkagurk, for some reason Malicious McGurkagurk is kind of really funny to me, but if there's any other funny title combinations that work for McGurkagurk, just let me know, because that would be... I'm trying to figure out the best, funniest combo, and Malicious kind of sounds good for now. Other than that, I worked on the original Scholomance. I unlocked that, and I'm going to be making a video on that eventually. I finished up the last 2 dungeon achievements I had in BFA, so all my dungeon stuff in BFA is now done. I had a few Mythic Battle of Dazara lore bosses left to do, as well as all of the Mythic Old Deer bosses left to do. So with all those done, I now have no Mythic bosses left to do in Battle of Razaroth. I just have the Glory of the Raider achievements left to do. I'm not going to go through every single achievement I got, but Sepulchre of the first ones, I did half of the Glory of the Raider achievement for that. I joined the group a little bit late, so I only have the first half left to do, but a little bit is better than none. And then I finished up all the Glory of the Dream Raider achievements for Amir Drasil, so I got all that done. That's my first Glory of the Raider achievement from this expansion, so I only have 2 more left, so Vault and the other raid, I forget what it's called. The achievements I want to be working on this week, I'd like to start getting the snails you need for the Glimmerog Racer reputation. I need to figure out where to get those and start getting them. Last week I spent some time working on the Drake cosmetics, so I unlocked a few of those achievements, so I want to keep on doing those. At this point, I just have the ones that drop from the last bosses of a few dungeons, as well as just a bunch of rares around the Dragon Isles, so that's going to take a while. I'm not the biggest fan of those achievements, but just AFK farming rares isn't that bad, so I'm going to be working on that this week. The 2 other things I'm working on are pet battles. For some reason, I'm just really enjoying pet battles, which I never thought I'd say, but I guess this is just the era of me liking WoW right now. So I've been going around collecting a lot of stuff and doing all the world quests for the little level up tokens, as well as the pet charms, just so I can buy mostly just the item to upgrade all my pets to rare. But I might start saving those for some of the, I think it's like a 5,000 pet charm, or 2,500, I forget what it is, but it's in Zerolek Caverns, that little dog, so might do that. And then continuing just to work on Taven, this week I spent some time just AFK farming in Forbidden Reach, which I highly recommend, because I went from like 30 treasures to something like 80 by just sitting on my mount watching something on my other screen. And whenever someone would ping in general, I would just go to that location, grab the treasure, and then go back to camping. And the same with rares. If I saw a rare that I needed, I'd just jump up real quick and go get it, and then go back to AFK farming. So it's been nice not having to do anything and almost finishing that achievement. I think I can finish up Zerolek Caverns and most of Forbidden Reach this week, but we'll see how much time I have for that. Mounts this week were surprisingly pretty good. I didn't have anything drop, unfortunately, so the Night Phase Salt was up. That's the last one I need from the mod, which I can't wait till I'm done that. I hate that. There was another week of not getting the Grand Hunt mount. That's annoying. And no dungeon and raid drops, so another week of farming Dragon Soul. Maybe one day, before the heat death of the universe, I'll get the last mount I need from Dragon Soul and never have to run it again, but one more week at least, so good for me. But what I did get was I got the last Plunderstorm mount. I started at level 35 when the 2x XP came out, so just kind of spent the next 2 days getting the last 5 levels there and finally unlocked that. From Zerolette Caverns, I bought the Boulder Hauler for 85 boulders. For getting rank 18 with the Zerolette Caverns people, I got the Morsel Sniffer. For 100k Elemental Overflow, I got the Noble Bruffalon, which I thought this was going to take a lot longer than it did because... So I stopped playing Dragonflight, like I think it was like January of 2023, and like the best way to get Overflow was I think just doing Primal Storms, and it was just really took a long time to get that. I think just like the 20k Salamander took a while, and so when I saw that this mount was 100k, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be such a hard grind. But it was way easy. It was just I didn't even farm specifically for it, just all the stuff I was doing around the Forbidden Reach, whether it was the world quest or farming rares or treasures, it just happened to get 100k pretty quick, so that was not at all as bad as I thought it was gonna be. And the last mount I got was the Duskwing Ohuna for 1000 Dream Surge Coalescence. That was another one that I didn't think it was going to take that long, but it actually was even shorter than I thought it was going to take. It's just collecting all the green stuff around whatever is empowered that week. This past week on my channel, the Necrotic Wake mount farm video went up, as well as the War Within Warband preview video went up, so really enjoyed making both of those. On my channel also, I've been going back to older videos and updating the description boxes, the tags, because some of those tags are from like 2008 where the tag system was different. So like World of Warcraft, The Burning Crusade, all those words are individual tags. So updating all that, adding annotations, linking stuff, and just making it look more modern as to how I would upload a video now. So I finished editing all the classic and TBC dungeon and raid guide videos. So going to be probably jumping into the Cataclysm and Mop videos. I don't have a lot of them, so it shouldn't take too long, but just, because of relevance and all that, I want to make sure those are up to date and searchable by people if they happen to find them. In other news, outside of WoW as a whole and just in my own life, I've been listening to a lot of Buckethead this last week. I finally listened to all of his albums, or most of them. There's a few that I couldn't find, but the dude has like hundreds of albums, so the fact that I've listened to most of them, I'll take that. It's rock metal music that's guitar driven, and it's just so beautiful. I love Buckethead, so anything on his Spotify is fantastic, so if you're interested in that, check that out. It's all instrumental. For shows I've been watching, I just finished up Gen V, which is a spin-off of The Boys. I really, really enjoyed it, and it's one of the first shows in a while where I finished an episode and I was like, oh my god, I really want to watch the next episode, but I have to go to sleep. If you've not heard of either show, a quick rundown is it's about superheroes, but it's not like DC or Marvel. It's R-rated. It's much more what it would likely be if superheroes were real, which is that being a superhero is a business, and it's all about promotion and advertisement and marketing rather than actually saving people. But it's so good. It's bloody. It's like sometimes just straight up bizarre. It's interesting. It's just so good. So definitely check it out if you want something new to watch. In movies, I've been watching Jim Carrey's movies in chronological order. So this week I watched number 23, which was really good. Never seen it before, and I was surprised at how much I enjoyed it. And I also rewatched Yes Man, which I forgot how funny that movie is. So that was a really, really funny movie. It's basically about a guy who, instead of saying no to everything, decides to say yes to literally everything, and it's just so funny. So that's it for me. That's what I did in WoW this week. I'm really looking forward to Season 4, and I'm hoping that there's a lot of Mythic Pluses in my future, as well as some rating and more achievements, of course. Let me know your thoughts on my week, or let me know what you were doing this week, what you accomplished, what you got. Very excited to read all of your comments. I'll be back next week. Like I said, I'm going to do this to start weekly. We'll see how I feel and go from there. Thank you for watching. I love you. Good luck on what you're doing, and have fun in Season 4. Let's go.